XRP is the investment opportunity of a lifetime. You don't want to miss it. We are coming into a time here in 2026 where things are going to accelerate and change very quickly. And I'm going to talk about all of those here in this video. If you're new to the video, welcome. Like, share, subscribe. Please comment down below. I love interacting with anybody in the comments and having a discussion or trying to help people out with anything else going on that they want looked into. So welcome. If you've been here, thanks guys. I appreciate you watching and following along. Any way I can help you, that's what I'm trying to do here. So with all that being said, guys, XRP ETFs just hit like 30 days or something like that. Now it's only 5-day weeks that the stock market's open, but if you count month to month here, 30 consecutive days of inflows, it's over $1 billion of assets under management. It is outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wall Street loves this product. It does. I think that tells you that all the rumors about XRP being the new global infrastructure, being the new financial payment rails, being at least a part of it, if not all of it, which I don't think it'll be all of it, but man, it's exciting. It's exciting seeing what's going on. And I know the price is down, but we're holding strong. Things are still looking good. We're still in the same trend. It has not broken out of that bull flag that it's in. So, and you might ask yourself why? Why is the price going down if people really ain't selling? Which there's a lot of long-term holders. There's a lot of diamond-handed people in the XRP community, because there are people that are convicted that this is it. This is the thing that's gonna change my life, and I 100% agree. So the reason why the price doesn't get affected by all this buying through the ETFs is they don't buy off Coinbase and Binance and Uphold like we do. They buy it through dark pools, through private equity, OTC. There's a different way for them to do things where it doesn't affect the price immediately, but when they do that, that pressure starts to build, and when this thing rips, it is going to melt faces. Right now, we saw XRP hit $3.65 this past year, a new all-time high. I actually did it twice where it hit a new all-time high on two separate runs, and it did it while the Fed was under quantitative tightening with high interest rates, with very little liquidity out there. So this is all new money coming in without the rocket fuel that it really needs during a massive bull run. And as I've covered in previous videos, and this is all off of great work and research of Raoul Paul and others, the debt restructure that's coming from the government in 2026 is going to change things very quickly. They're talking about $7 to $8 trillion will need to be printed just to cover the interest alone. There's going to be a lot of money. And then on top of that, you get a new Fed chair in there that's maybe a little bit more aggressive on lowering interest rates. That money is going to find its way into the riskier asset class, which is crypto. So right now you're seeing it bounced a little bit the last day, which I thought the Japan reverse carry trade was going to have more of a negative impact on it. It didn't. It didn't at all. Now we got to see what happens over the next week, but as of yesterday and today, you know, it hit $1.75 and now it's back up to almost $1.90. So things are, in my opinion, still looking good. This is not financial advice, but this is a great time to be dollar cost averaging. And just any time that you have your extra 10% that you want to invest, it's a no-brainer. The easy plays right now for this upcoming year, the easy plays are Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Sui. those are no doubters. Even H bar, maybe Cardano. I'm not crazy about it, but Avalanche, those are the ones where they have ETFs, they've been around, they're layer ones, they have teams that people know. That's where a lot of the money's going to go. I'm not saying that other assets aren't going to have their time in the sun, but with what we've seen the last 4 years, there is a lot of coins out there, and it's going to be hard to pick the winners once you get outside the top 100, even outside the top 50. So, me, what I'm doing, I would be buying as much XRP as possible, because that is going to be one of the lead dogs in this race. Once that gun for the start of the race finally goes off and all that liquidity starts coming back and pumping into this market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are going to skyrocket. Then you can start looking to build a position in something a little bit more risky to, get your big gains. But man, XRP could do an easy 10x from here next year. And that's just my opinion. I think this thing's going easily to $20, and somewhere in between 30. We'll call it 25, 26, 27 bucks. I think we'll be the top on this run. And then we'll see where it bottoms out after that. But I think this is an easy bet. There's too much going on. XRP, Ripple, the company that built XRP and owns it, they're acquiring other companies because of their financial services. Whether it's to get into the treasury market or whatever. There's good things coming. It's just taking patience. It's taken longer than we thought. But this is a blessing. This is an absolute blessing, because it's allowing the right people to get in at a good time right now at a good price. And it's shaking out the weak hands. It's shaking out the people that, it's not for me to say, but maybe they don't belong, they don't deserve it. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm very, very excited and bullish on XRP, and even a couple others I've covered in other videos on my channel here. You can see I love AI and certain other projects, but if you can accumulate as much XRP as possible, this eventually could be an asset to where it could be something that you could borrow against, that you don't want to sell it. Treat it as an asset like the rich do with their stocks. They don't sell. They borrow against them. And then they accumulate more assets or whatever else they're doing with that money. That's why these people don't pay taxes, because they're smart. That's another thing that I'm going to have to dive into eventually, is the tax code and how this stuff works. Because when you make life-changing gains off of something like an XRP, you don't want to be walking away and giving 26 to 40%, whatever it is, away to the tax man. You don't. And when I say the tax man, I mean the government. Always pay your tax guy. Tax guy will take care of you. Make sure you got a good one. This ain't financial advice. But that being said, don't let the short-term noise and all that shake you. Just keep your head down. Pick up a side hustle if you have to get as much as you can. That's all I got for today, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it other than I'm excited. I think this year coming up, right around tax time, you got people getting their income tax returns. Could see a little pump then. And then end of the year, around the midterms, probably slightly before. Yeah, I mean, you could see a monstrous pump. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Bessent and Trump have to get this market to rip. And they started with tariffs, trying to fix the American job market, and making sure the American people were taken care of first. and getting people who don't belong here out of here. I don't care if you disagree with me or not. That's what I see, and that's what I believe, and I love it. So yeah, it's taking a little bit longer, but typically the longer something gets held back and suppressed, the more explosive the upside is. So don't get shaken. Don't get down on your luck thinking that this ain't going anywhere. It is. The manipulation is there because they don't want you to have it. That's also part of it. Don't use leverage. As Raoul Paul says, don't F this up. Just buy and hold. And one day you're going to wake up and you're going to go, oh my goodness. That day's coming. It's coming in 2026. Mark my words. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's all I got for you today. God bless. See you in the next one.